Welcome everybody to DM Saving Throw. As you might notice, we have a substitute today, and we have our DM that is actually missing. I'm not sure if we announced it properly or told everybody what was going on, but Justin is out of town. He is in Vegas at a pizza convention, and that's literally not a joke. That's what he does. So he's there in Las Vegas, and so he was uh, not able to participate tonight. So we brought CJ back out of retirement, made him miss sleep before his next shift, and we're going to run into a continuation of a one shot that we had started actually on Friday night, with a personal group just running it off air to get us started inside of this. So without further ado, CJ, we're going to lead off with you. Go in alphabetical order.
Hello, my name's CJ. Today I'll be playing the ever murder hobo-y Chun, a Simic hybrid who is a phantom subclass of rogue. I get to have a lot of fun with it and scare the heck out of people with ghosts.
Oh, right, I'm next alphabetically. Hello.
Sorry. It feels very off kilter.
It just feels different since it's a different campaign kind of thing. I'm Emily, and today I am playing Riorin, who is a half-elf sorcerer of the Clockwork Soul orientation. I don't know what word to go there. And if you're cool and have watched She-Ra Princesses of Power, we're thinking Entrapta vibes, only maybe a little less crazy than Entrapta.
Oh boy. Hello, friends. This is Lisa, and tonight I am playing Paparina Phalanella, the fairy. Yes. I'm a Clarid, or maybe a Druic, whichever you prefer. But I heard that I was not part of the original session, so I'm going to be playing the part of ingenue that gets brought in and explains things along the way with the audience, so you guys can learn all about what happened last session along with me.
And I am playing Wump, the Harengon monk way of long death, and I love this character. I am very hard to kill. That should become apparent pretty quickly into the session. And I'm just going to sit back and enjoy punching people in the face. Really all I got to do. So.
Well, we're all very excited. So, to give you guys a recap of where we stand with this, we're actually playing in my homebrewed world. The world I created is called Iandria. The current town that they are in is called, well, it's two cities stacked on top of each other. The city that they are in currently is Spannerstorm. The city that they started in was Arkmore, which is situated on top of that city. This is what I will call affectionately Arcane Punk. It is historically they kind of found a stone in the ground that allowed them to tap into magic, and so in order to progress technologically wise, they started creating synthetic crystals within the city to leverage that magic from the stone. This rapidly caused technological expansion, and they found that using metal to build stronger structures and to go upwards, so that because once they got so far out from the crystal, the magic died from their synthetic crystals. And so they started going upwards. And the elite and rich and wealthy started moving into that, and all of the smog from the factories and housing kind of lingered down below. And so Spannerstorm is the bottom city. It is now kind of a smog infested hole in the ground that is kind of like slums that has runoff, is the term for it, from the synthetic crystal creation, which a lot of people makes drugs from. And this is try and move things around here. Okay. And this is where we have our group at right now. to wrap up where they were at the end of last session, this group was hired by, well, they work for a Crafia halfling mafia family, crime family, known as the Goodfellow Gang. And they, their leader, Marvin Goodfellow, is known for the saying, "You don't have to be the tallest man to stand on the tallest tower." And he brought in one of his underbosses to find one of his captains that had the best team for a heist. Supposedly, Sky Baron Incorporated, and a corporation in the city, found something that was unbelievably valuable, and the Goodfellow Gang was hired to steal it. They did some reconnaissance work, found a club that some of the executives from Sky Baron hung out with, killed some bouncers to get in the club secretly after destroying a arcane-like camera scrying device on the corner of the wall, and then proceeded to murder the entire executive committee after some crafty invisibility and shape-shifting from our clockwork sorceress. So
They were terrible people.
Yeah.
Terrible people.
So
we murdered them. Everybody wants to do that to CEOs nowadays, so we did it in game.
We have no technical proof that they were terrible people. We just have a bunch of murdery characters who wanted to mess around.
We did listen to their conversation for a little while.
Oh, barely.
I plead the fifth.
So as we are getting started into this, after killing them, they stole one of the levitation ships, which is kind of like a personal airship that you can fly around within the city, that holds only a few people. It's worth about 15,000 gold. They stole it off the top of the club and flew down to the around the area where the warehouse is that they knew was getting propped up with a private militia from Guardtex Armaments. It's a corporation that makes weapons and things inside of the city. So they landed at a Goodfellow. Apologize. They landed at a Goodfellow safe house, got out, kind of were a little bit rude to the individual that they're supposed to be staying with, that is offering them free room and board while his group is out. And that's where we're going to pick up. They're staying at a safe house that belongs to the Goodfellows, and they are going to be looking for the factory that is being currently propped up by a private militia. So as we move in, you guys again met, I think we had Luis was the halfling that you guys met as you got down in there.
So here's the deal. You guys are getting up and you guys are coming in, and I know that you guys said that you were looking for some factory that's in our area. I just know that if it's kind of like what you guys said it is, and it's going to be, you know, pretty heavily armed, I may got someone for you. Do you guys want to meet her, or you're staring at me like
the
I'm?
windows
I love her all
burst
just
open.
like-
A small but not tiny fairy with iridescent skin and big old butterfly wings flitters in through the window and stops dead in front of you. She's in. All right, boss. Who are we taking care of?
Oh,
Say
my
it again. I don't
gosh.
think we heard you clearly enough the first time.
Yeah.
Again.
All right, boss. I'm here to help out the good fellas in any way that I can.
Are we on the set of
Who's
Newsies,
this
you
group of
guys?
scrubs that you want me to take care of?
All right, everybody. This is Paparina. She's mean. You guys ever seen Clerics?
He doesn't look
Maybe.
that mean.
You guys don't know what clerics are?
You're the oldest one here, Case. you're dating yourself.
I didn't say
say
anything about
clerics.
Newsies. I said, have you guys ever seen Clerics?
Oh, I heard clerks.
Oh.
No.
That's why Rob goes,
Come
the
on.
movie?
You said it like it was like the name of a movie. You're like, have you ever seen this movie, Clerics?
Yeah.
That's
Mm-mm.
the vibe.
Okay, so
Clerics, yeah.
Has anyone
I'm
ever
getting the
seen
sense
the
here that you guys are
Clerics
kind
Oh.
of dumb. She's
You-
gonna
you
be
knew
good
us
for
in-
you, and I'm gonna implant her in your group, and she's gonna help you out. Enough said.
Oh, yo, should we tell Lisa about that cool life-saving tech that we got?
Oh, you mean the one that's sitting in the corner right over there?
Oh, we don't have any more of
Yeah, wait.
those.
Give it.
So
Oh,
that was back up with our underboss. Yeah. So what they have here is some crystals from Gnomeland Security.
What this basically is, for all of our listeners, is Gnomeland Security. They have a crystallized device that is implanted into their skin, and if their life hits zero, Zeratox Industries was lucky enough to give up 3 of their members, who sadly were had their nervous system removed with the crystal. In order to transfer that device over. And so our rogue and our clockwork sorcerer decided to invest in this, and if their life hits 0, Gnomeland Security will show up for a fee and save them and extract them from the situation that they're involved in.
But for a fee that we're not paying.
Yeah.
That was made very clear.
Since
That's the only reason
yeah.
we said yes. We don't have to pay for it.
Since the members of Zeratox died for this, that gets billed to the corporation. The Goodfellows are stealing that.
Lisa, it was grody. They literally had like the nervous system of a human still attached to the crystal, but like stripped out of the body.
Also, CJ and I are the bad guys because we killed a few people.
yeah,
But
yeah.
The
I mean,
DM
yeah,
isn't the bad guy. I'm
I'm
just
just saying,
describing it.
You know, we're called Goodfellows, but we do bad things. So
do we want to do we want to describe our characters now that we've all met?
Yeah, so describe what Paparina is seeing.
What do I see?
Oh, describe us. Well, Riorin is I will later after I finish describing her, because I apparently can't multitask, post the picture I'm using as inspiration in chat. But she is a shorter, like half elf, pointed ears. She's just wearing like regular a shirt with like a leather vest and pants kind of clothes, some fingerless gloves. She has like very steampunky goggles pushed up on her forehead. And like 2 like long pigtails just like hanging down. You may notice her like boobs are sticking out of her shirt a little still, because she had to seduce some dumb guards, because it was just a thing earlier. She had to use her feminine wiles. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, I'm terrible at explaining my characters, so that's it. I'll post the picture in
we
chat.
got a visual.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
So you see a Herringon that is the same size as Paparina, actually small. Very, just very rabbit-like build, very lean, a lot of pronounced muscles. Their fur is darker gray with a lot of black hairs, kind of giving a peppery look. They have their ears are tied together at the base and kind of go down, but they kind of move with the motions that Wump, my character, moves with. They don't have any shirt or anything like that. They have the very basics of pants. They have 2 gauntlets on their hands that seem pretty beefy, and they're strapped to his wrist with leather. And in the middle of the palm, there is a small circle on each one. He also has a satchel that he carries with him that moves, that like twitches every so often. And he's just very jittery. He doesn't talk very much, but he's just constantly moving, flexing his hands.
Would you say that their ears both hang low and are tied in a bow?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
Thank you for the deafening silence. I appreciate it.
Lastly, you see Chun, who is a 6'2" Simic hybrid. He's dressed in very, common rogue leather, studded leather. It's very, he seems very basic. Some things to notice is he has a hood that goes over him, and then he has sort of a face cover that covers his whole face, except the only thing you see when you look at him is two yellow eyes that sort of peer back out at you. Um, the other thing that would seem to stick out, there's two more, is on his right or on his left arm is a gauntlet that has four little, I guess, pouches that are good enough to fit they're big enough to fit sort of like a gold coin in there.
It's a coin
But
slot.
yeah, basically. What you see though is two of them are full, I guess. But the coins that are in there are tokens are of a light blue material, almost the same color as his skin. And the most important thing about him though is he's carrying a spear. And so I'm gonna actually read exactly what the spear is. It is a two-tone color shafted spear made of turquoise and wood infused together. The spearhead was made of mithril and could cut through the toughest material. It has 6 circles notched from it to represent redacted, because this is a character backstory nobody's going to get to know except me and Casey. The blade has a faint turquoise glow that follows it as it moves through the air. Just under the tip is a seemingly unremovable brown golden silk that covers the weapon magically whenever the spear is not gripped. So the silk would wrap itself around the spearhead, and then that's it. That is sort of my whole character.
Sorry, the spearhead is totally wrapped in silk?
Yeah, so basically there's think of it like a scarf, I guess, for a spear. That whenever the spear is gripped, the scarf magically uncoils itself and sits below the
Oh.
spearhead, and whenever it's put back on his back, the scarf would wrap itself back up on the spear.
Self-sheathing spear. Okay. And we're all employees at Goodfellas.
Yeah, you guys all
The best of the best.
you all work for the mafia family, and so most of the family are halflings in the administration, which would be the higher ups, but most of the soldiers and associates are mixed races. They're all kinds of different people. That's what you guys are, soldiers and associates. You're getting the things done. So he kind of he looks over at you guys and just says,
Okay, man, you guys get whatever you need out of the kitchen, and you guys have been asleep for like 10 hours, so I'm sure whatever you guys did to steal that ship that's sitting on top of the roof, you guys probably ought to get a move on. I'm sure people know what's going on by now.
Oh yeah, did steal a crystallized ship.
Yeah, you think you could be a little bit more a little bit more secretive rather than depositing the ship of one of our rivals directly on top of our building? But, maybe we can paint over it and reuse it as something.
We gave him the key.
Yeah, I
Boss, you
can't
got the
help
key?
it.
Pointing at the halfling.
You need a keychain?
Should have
Oh,
moved
yeah.
it in.
Where?
Should have moved it.
Hey, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I mean, you guys,
No.
I'm just going to leave it there in case whatever it is you're trying to haul and you got to get back up there. I don't know of a faster way unless you guys want to take the lifts. And from what I got out of it, some of you guys didn't seem to like it.
We ride in style to the car.
Lifts are for pussies.
Yeah, by the way, they hate elevators. That's also what you missed during the session.
That was really
Canonically
funny.
terrified of elevators. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I say they.
I know we're going to a warehouse. Have we ever said where that warehouse is?
No, I wasn't too specific about it. Basically, it's about 1.5 miles from your safe house that you landed at. You guys got to the closest safe house you could based on the area, and you guys do know that it's in Spanner Storm. It's around one of the public works stations for the water and sewage area. And
Yeah, we did definitively find out where the game changer is, though, from the papers up with those executives. Casey was just nice enough to not give us so much information that we would never remember about specifically where it is.
I mean, I gave you guys more than enough information that you'd never remember. I just chose to alleviate some of it.
Our goal is to steal it.
Yes.
Our goal is to
For the
destroy
good
it?
fellows.
Steal a MacGuffin that we'll know when we see, and that's all
I think
we
they
got.
said it was a glowy orb, I believe, right?
Yeah.
A glowy piece of something.
Basically what Stuart Melvin and Associates for Ship Baron Incorporated has something that he's keeping in a research facility known to everyone else as basically a death house full of nightmares. And so that's what you guys are trying to find. My favorite part of yeah, I read it last time too. I just love that you're the only one that had the surprised face, because I could have literally said it the sentence before and you still would have forgotten.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just the first time every time, you know? It's
Yep.
special.
All right.
Yeah, basically it's this thing that's supposed to be like game changing and like a big effing deal, and so we're supposed to steal it and bring it back for the good fellows.
Okie dokie.
And it close.
Unless
So our last session was just us finding out where it is, so now you're here and we found out where it is, so we gotta go steal it.
But hear me out of character. What if we steal it for ourselves?
And betray the boss? Not a chance.
I don't think my character would really care. She'd rather have the money and the funds from the good fellows to keep building cool shit.
But we could take over the good fellows and make this one shot a 15 shot.
I don't want to take over the good fellows. That sounds like a lot of work.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear any of this.
I'm a follower.
It's all out of character.
All right. So we'll say that you guys move into the kitchen. You guys have a smoke or whatever else.
Italian cooking from this guy's mother, thank you. He offered me some good Italian
did.
home cooked food.
You get in there.
Okay.
She is passed out, wine bottle on the floor at her feet, and inside in front of her is literally a bowl of spaghetti that is still steaming, and next to it is a box of cannolis that you guys could just have if you wanted.
Yes.
Fairies
Oh my
canonically
gosh.
love cannolis for breakfast, so this is very on brand. I will take the
I-
cannolis and settle in with everyone. Say,
I would like
all right, fuel up. We've got a busy day ahead of us.
Okay.
We could either take the ship over there, make it a little bit faster to get to the warehouse, in and out, or how many of you can fly?
None of them
Just
can.
me? Oh boy.
I can
All
run
right.
faster than you can fly.
I lean
I'm-
over towards Womp and I'm like, is she flexing on us?
You can see her wings just straining with force.
Paparina,
literally
Are-
flexing.
Paparina, go ahead and give me a perception check, and go ahead.
Number one, how far is this warehouse from the original Goodfellow Mafia boss that we are on this mission for?
75 floors below.
Okay. So it would take us and are we alternatively, even if we can get the game challenger back to this like not the main guy, he could get it to the big boss for us potentially.
Sure.
Like, I just want to know what distance we have to travel with the game changer once we get it, so that because that would inform whether we want to take the ship or not as well.
Over a mile and a
We
half.
have- Okay.
Let's give it to Wump. He could be there in 2 turns.
I was gonna say if we have like dimension door teleport. or
I
anything.
mean, 2 turns.
All right. So,
How does a 15 feel? Perception.
yeah, I was trying to think of what I was going to have you perceive with that. Oh, sorry. with a 15, you notice a couple of things as you're looking at this spear that's kind of tucked between Chun's back and yet kind of like off to the side of him. You also notice he has another set of arms underneath his arms. He actually has 4 arms.
Okay.
Just these babies.
Yeah.
It's Pun's Day, you guys.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and let you guys get around and decide that you're leaving. Chun and Rioran, your guys' passive. Nope, it's Chun and Wump. With your guys' passive perception, you guys notice on Paparina's side she has a odd-looking device. It kind of is like a large crystallized barrel that has a wooden stock to it.
Casey, is my passive perception of 10 not high enough for
No.
you?
You
Do we
often don't
what
know
it
if
is?
doors are shut as you walk up to them.
I'm distracted by my inventions.
Yeah.
You could maybe tell that it looks shiny and dangerous. And maybe a little bit shotgunny. Maybe a little blasty.
And how convenient that it's made out of wood.
Let's
And
take
all natural elements.
Wood.
Wood and crystal.
let's take the ship. We can park a block away.
Okay.
They'll never suspect us.
All right.
Let's do that.
Here's the key.
Actually, thanks. Couldn't we just like fly right into it? It's their ship, right?
Oh my gosh. I knew
Go.
we stole that for a
Give
reason.
me a insight check.
That sounds like a terrible plan.
I don't know. Parking at a distance so they doesn't
4.
even get there also seems a little.
Sounds like a great idea to you. Like what could be a better idea than taking an executive's social ship into a warehouse slum area? That sounds on brand.
Does rolling a 3 at all help? Or
Yeah.
can I go along
You
with it?
back the idea. You're like, that
Level
is
6.
fucking brilliant. Yep.
Yeah.
Paparina.
Looks like I'm also like, hell
You
yeah,
can't tell the
that's
difference.
ever
They're all
had.
flying ships. What?
I'm 19. Thank you very much. I didn't need a 19 to know
No.
that is a terrible idea.
Riorn pinches the
Reasoning,
bridge of
give
her
us the
nose.
logic now.
No,
I'd like you to
really?
lay it out for us because we're all on board with it. So
I don't
you
know.
have
3
to,
against
you have to
one.
It's an
convince
amazing
us.
plan. I don't understand why you have a problem with it. It'll be even faster to get in, get out. No one will notice. No one will even think to question it.
Speed
We
run.
get the ship for the hierarchy.
This is a big honking machine. It is
Mhm.
not going to be easy to get in and get out with how long it takes to get this to lift off and land. Okay? And we're going to be too busy driving it to defend ourselves when they start attacking when we land in the middle of a bunch of armed guards.
But hear me out.
No.
We dress ourselves
No.
as dignitaries and walk
No.
in like we own the place.
Yeah, walk in because we land the ship a block away.
I'm just gonna put this out there. You guys murdered those people like 10 hours ago.
They don't know they're dead.
May
I'm-
I have the
Exactly.
keys, please?
I'm sure. Yeah, here. I'm sure a lot of people like fucking know about that shit by now. Like you guys murdered an entire room of people. I didn't hear that from you. I heard that from another guy. Like I know about it.
So we
You
fly
guys-
directly in, they'll know we're coming. And they'll
Then
be
they
too terrified to do anything about it.
They should be afraid.
Curse us in our lack for needing sleep.
Paparina, I'm gonna be
Brilliant.
honest with you. You and I've worked and done a lot of jobs together. I don't know that you should go with these people. I think they're gonna get you killed. Like seriously.
I agree. No, I agree.
gonna get-
But listen, boss, I want to prove to you how much loyalty I have for the good fellows. All right, and if getting that MacGuffin is the way to do it, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to prove it to you.
Oh,
Can we
okay,
just-
man. I just. It was really good meeting you.
You know what?
I'm-
Paparina,
I'm-
he's
I'm
right. You should
probably
stay
gonna-
here.
No, I'm probably gonna be alive. I'm probably gonna be fine. And surely nothing will stun me for 8 turns in a row and then smash me to death. So I think I'm gonna be just. I'm gonna come back just fine, boss. All right. You
Okay,
just need to have
well.
a little faith in me.
Would
Say goodbye to my mother for her.
Would Riorin know how to hotwire a skyship?
Give me an intelligence roll.
It's straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Not like
Nope. And straight
an
intelligence.
Arcana
Nope.
or a persuasion.
Ooh. Ooh.
Great plan if she would know how to hotwire one.
Oh, you even
I
rolled
don't
a
get
save.
advantage with the clockwork sorcery. Oh, oops. Okay, you're right. That's right.
Yeah, it arcs on
No, it
you,
would've been the
and
same either way,
yeah,
honestly.
it arcs on you. Oh God, no, I don't know what this is.
She knows how to drive it, but she doesn't know how to hotwire it. So much. I was gonna have her swallow the keys and be like, "Guess what? Do any of you know how to hotwire the skyship? Well,
Yeah.
guess who's picking where we live?"
So
It's okay.
I'm gonna specify this. I know how to drive a car. I don't know how to hotwire one.
Yeah.
Kind of works the same way with the.
How dare you find a fault in
Let
my
me-
logic, Casey?
Let me
How
just
dare?
plan
I'm
this
a
out.
flying
You were
thing. It's a flying thing. Can I try?
you were gonna
Maybe you get it.
swallow the keys because that's a good option.
Yeah.
But driving into a warehouse full of other people is not.
I'm fighting a losing battle here, okay? I was gonna do it if I could hotwire it.
Yeah, you've
Listen,
got 3
I've
big
got the
dumb
keys.
dummies.
I'm
against one
driving.
voice person.
We are parking a block away.
Sounds
And
good.
that
Let's do it.
is that.
Shotgun. And Chun runs towards the vehicle.
All right, that means that if Emily's plan fails, we get to blame her if it goes badly.
That's fine. It's a one shot, so I don't give
No, I
two.
mean-
Wait, then
craps.
why didn't you like our idea?
Grudge against you forever.
You guys look over, and Luis is talking to his arm bracelet, and he's just.
Nah, boss, they're dead. Like, I swear to God, they're gonna die. Like as soon as they take off our, I think they will crash this ship into the ground. I swear to God.
We're gonna be alive. We'll prove you wrong.
Hey, we get no respect around here, huh?
No,
Let's take
she's
this
gonna
thing
be alive
off.
because she has wings. The rest of you guys don't. You're just gonna die. Whatever.
Riorin is gonna look him in the eyes
He
and
has
be
a
like,
wing fetish.
"Will you please tell these numbnuts that it's a better idea to park
Oh my
down the
God.
road than to land the skyship in
Guys,
the middle of the warehouse?"
All right,
We're doing it, Emily. We're doing it. We're going.
flying off.
30 minutes.
We're doing it.
We're gonna fast forward through this as we're gonna be on here literally all night as we both. Okay, so everybody, give me a. We'll say a perception check as you guys are flying in towards the warehouse that you guys know to be.
19.
25.
14.
Awesome. Wump.
One.
Yes, I'm sorry. My cat
You
is in my way.
perceiving?
Yes. Sorry. Some of you
Why
might
are
know
you
that pain.
apologizing
27.
for your cat?
Okay,
Because you guys sounded grumpy.
as you guys are flying in, it feels like to every one of you guys, it feels like somebody's watching you.
Do we see who's?
I mean, you
watching?
guys are in the air, you're moving through, but it feels like there's you get that feeling like somebody's just right around the corner from you.
Another reason to not.
Wait.
just-
Probably nothing.
What does that mean? We're flying and it feels like someone's around the corner? What corner?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like it is like
This-
somebody's just like looking at you from like just
Sure.
out of sight.
There's an invisible drone watching us somewhere.
It's like we shouldn't be driving the vehicle of a whole executive staff that was just
Whatever.
recently murdered.
What do we
See,
think about
that's an
ditching this
option.
thing?
I'm thinking stowaway. Can we do a quick little
Ooh, yeah.
run through? I'm
Mm.
just gonna do a little like zip
Wow,
zop
I
through
love
the
it.
rooms
If-
just to make
if-
sure.
You don't even
she's
have to roll
neighbor-
because this is a socialite ship. There is literally it's just like a flat board like with like rounded edges and comfy
Oh.
leather seats. Like there's nothing on there.
But could we
I
look
thought
for
it was
like a
okay.
hidden camera or a bug in this?
Yeah,
item?
who's scrying?
You guys can I don't want to derail the progress we had of you
Oh.
guys moving towards the
It's okay,
warehouse, but
there's nothing. There's nothing.
Okay. What with
You-
that information is going to say?
can
is gonna
anyone
say-
see invisibility? No?
Well,
Okay.
guys,
You guys
you're
can't
fine.
can't see if anyone's scrying on you.
I
think
see a
that-
parking
Okay.
spot right there. Just put it
We're-
down, Riorin.
I
Okay, we
think that
park a block away.
we need to move as soon as we get down. We need to
And
move
maybe
fast.
not
So
take the ship back and take a different route.
probably yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so continuing with the perception checks that you guys already
Poor
rolled.
Casey.
No, I don't want to have us have to like stop somewhere in the middle tonight. So I want to try and make sure we're moved through this.
Yeah.
So with a 25 from Chun and a 27 from Wump, Rioran, 19, you're catching some of this. You can definitely see perimeter seems to have guards. You guys were informed of this prior to prior to arriving. You knew that a private militia was going to be here, but it confirms as you guys see guard techs, armament, militiamen standing in there. You guys know these to be basically one of the premier weapon makers in the city, and they have privatized armies for hire going to the highest bidder. It looks like Sky Baron Incorporated has hired a small militia to protect this factory, probably indicating you guys are in the right spot. With the 27 Wump, you notice a few other things. The smoke coming out of the top of the factory is bluish green, which is different than normal. And you notice that there is a various form of storage transfer, kind of like a U-Haul style like truck, except it's a flying ship that is parked inside of the warehouse dock, and people are loading it up. You guys can see that in through the sins. You
Maybe
notice
that's our way out of here.
looking at the perimeter of this, you notice a couple of different things. On the right, directly behind the ship, this is a loading section of a warehouse. It seems like it's gated off as well. And off to the left, this seems to be the manufacturing portion of the warehouse. With the 27, you would notice that there does seem to be a pathway around the outside. But you notice that the back has a wall that kind of runs all the way up past the side of the buildings. And you notice it's not really an easy way to get in. There's probably not an entry point in the back very well. So you guys discuss how you would like to try to do whatever you're going to do.
Rioran, can you still not fly?
Yeah.
Okay, because we can all climb walls and fly. So that would make our job a lot easier.
That's something that can at least help. I'm gonna fly around, and boop everybody and just touch everyone's noses and do a little like, okay, don't fuck it up. You don't fuck it up. You don't fuck it up. And I'm gonna cast Longstrider on everyone and give everybody an extra 10 feet of movement.
Hey.
Oh my god!
Doesn't require concentration. Good for an hour.
Holy shit.
I don't think I've
You're welcome.
ever seen that spell used ever.
You're so welcome.
And now it has been used.
Now it has been used.
Oh my god!
I think
and it's
Rob
not,
and I.
it's not that great, but it's something.
60 feet of movement per turn!
Yeah, hell yeah, dude! I'm up to 50.
Oh my god!
I think
We're
think
gonna
Wump and I
bolt.
Wump and I have the same idea. We infiltrate from the top.
Maybe even through the ventilation system.
That'll work for some of us. And she looks meaningfully at Rioran.
I'm perfectly happy just blasting my way in there with my fireball.
It's not a bad idea to cause a
Need be.
distraction on one side.
Distractions.
That's true.
You could just hear Rob's disgruntled sighing.
Yeah,
Um,
well,
I think he doesn't want them to know they're even being infiltrated. Is the goal? I'm assuming.
is that such
We
a
can
wrong?
sneak in.
No, I'm not. I'm interpreting your size. I'm not saying it's wrong.
I have another
You're
idea.
becoming proficient.
Since they're guards, they would know the how do I say this correctly? They would know where the blind spots are. Because whenever you're a guard of something, like your sense of security. If we can take out one of them, I can use super cool phantom ability and bring them back from death, ask them one question, and they could be like, oh, well, there's a ventilation shaft on the south side that is not patrolled. So if
Are
we can
there-
get one of them to die.
Yeah, Case, are there any guards that are not paired off? Is
No.
there anyone who's doing like a walking patrol? Okay.
There are two people who are doing walking patrols. One guy right here that is like basically patrolling the inner gate for the ship. Outside of that, the only other individual that is patrolling is the individual up top, and he seems to be patrolling just this walkway.
Are we
then
able
you've
to walk
said-
down this without any consequence? Like, is it like a blocked off street, or is it like, oh, you could just walk by this building?
So weird enough, you could walk down the street. Nothing is preventing you from it. But it's weird because nobody's there. Like not even homeless people sitting on the sides of the streets like that litter almost every other corner of the city. This whole area just seems vacant.
Are we?
Maybe I cast haste on Wump and he literally runs in and runs out with the game changer. Haste! Greater
Would be-
invisibility! Pew pew!
I wish you could do that. I would be like, I could run almost 300 feet per round. Be pretty fast. I don't know. So I could try and like get on top of the roof because I can just do that pretty easily. They might see me, but I don't know. And maybe draw some of their attention, kind of like what Emily was doing, but like I don't think they can catch me actually. And so they would send some people, or at least distract people, making it easier for you guys.
So
And I'm pretty
make a
beefy. I
distraction.
can
We slip
survive.
by.
Yeah, I think so.
Or I
That's what
could
I'm
just
thinking.
attempt to
I
cleim
know
you
that
guys.
clock me for looking at other people's character sheets, but like, boy, you are not that beefy. You're not beefy
It's
enough
my
that I would
features.
send you in on your own.
My features make me
Okay.
beefy.
Lisa, go to the features and traits page on his character sheet
I'm
and
checking out all of
Lisa,
this
it's
here.
not the
Like a-
size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
It's about the lucky
Speaking of
footwork,
which,
you see.
I'll
That's
use a feature right now. Wump will reach into his wriggling bag satchel that he has, and you hear the sound of a squeaking beast, and he pulls out a rat, and it's just wiggling in his
Oh,
hand.
not
Doesn't seem to be
this.
trained.
Goes again.
Watch this, Lisa. Watch this.
And he just
okay?
he takes it out. It's not a show. He's not doing it for anybody else. He very cautiously, not cautiously, but practically takes it out and just takes its head and just snaps it. It snaps his neck. The
Oh.
rat begins to bleed a little bit.
Oh wait. Just
And
wait,
he'll wave his hand, his little bunny hand over it, and say a spell, just shut up. And the blood will begin to like turn to dust and float in the air, and he'll just go, and his eyes will start to turn a little black,
Okay.
little
CJ,
gooey.
go ahead. Do your thing.
Like she knows. So then immediately after that happens, you see Chun reach his hand out, just not towards Wump, but just in the direction, and just make a gesture of wafting wind. And as he does that, another coin would form on his gauntlet. He has created a soul token that can be used for various actions that you will see throughout this one shot.
Ask the rat a question, CJ.
You want me
will
to?
learn something. No. Just screaming the whole time.
So
All right.
y'all are double teaming animals so that you can both benefit from death.
Yes.
That's
This
So
is
this
what you missed last
completely-
session.
Might
Yes.
rephrase that
accidental
usage
first
of.
I don't think I will. Actually.
yeah,
No,
we're-
I think she stated
Well,
it
I
excellently.
am an animal. But yes, that synergy was completely on accident. We did not plan that at all. It's awesome.
It was
Um,
pretty cool when it happened.
So, all right. Do we want to go with Wump drawing all the ads and you guys using that as a distraction, or what?
Just
Look-
listen. I'm just gonna throw this out there. The fact that this is a one shot, I just don't think it's worth it for us to split the party. Or just whatever we decide to do, I think we just stick through it together.
Well, I
That's
can run
just
back
my
to you
little
guys.
meta moment.
Listen, if you guys can climb, throw me down a rope and pull me up.
Oh my god, why have we never thought of that? Let's get up there.
We got that much rope. But okay, yes. Can we get in from the left side? Can we go?
There
like,
there
from the
is
left
an
side?
alleyway over there.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll just move around just to look around. Sorry, this is my one shot board for our viewers. So as you can
That's
see,
why there's all this other stuff.
oh
on
yeah.
it.
So as you guys can see, I have many other different things that I have utilized this board for. So I apologize.
Side projects and what.
Uh
Where
yeah.
that's
There's the
what's
Raven Queen
going on,
Temple
it's fine.
one shot that we did a little while ago, and there's a strip club. That's where they killed the executives.
Oh yeah.
So yes, there is a pathway behind the building if you wish. Now that being said, we need to go to here. It is
Is
71 feet up.
is this door open? Like open like it is?
So if you guys are going through this, yes, it is open like that. And if you guys are going to start moving around and sneaking in an area that has like going in an alleyway behind the guards, like where the guards might see you, we'll have you either roll stealth checks to try to make it by, or you guys can describe how you move where that may not be necessary.
I'm gonna run up the building. You're right, it's a one shot. Let's just do it. I'm gonna kind of get their attention by getting into the middle of the street here.
Being in the middle of the street, they immediately have your attention, and the guy up top immediately trains on you, and both of them immediately look on you.
Okay.
As they're looking at you, the two guards wall, and like you watch as a arcane shield appears in their arm, and both of them kind of like snap their baton, and it just kind of goes, and it kind of like ripples a little bit with electricity as it kind of breaks apart, and they both just kind of like stare at you.
Do it. Do it. Go up there.
Wump is just kind of like stretching a little bit as he does this, and then he's gonna run. He's going to dash. I'm just saying what I'm doing. You can say if anything happens, but he's gonna go. He's gonna go right up to the side of the building, and then not breaking any stride at all, just run up the side of the building because a monk can do that, and I love it so much. And I still have, I think, 20 feet of movement left over when I get to the roof.
I can't climb that fast.
Okay, so you just take off up. They immediately move towards that area, and then when they watch you go up, you watch as they pull up their shield and immediately hit their wrist bracer. A little rune appears on there, and you just kind of watch as they kind of speak into their bracer for a moment, and they sit down, and then you watch as they kind of take perimeter.
Ooh,
on the side.
have done.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, while they would turn towards the building and like looked up and like called it in, could we have snuck in to this entrance right here?
You can give me a shot at doing that.
Yeah.
You'll have to roll a
with
stealth check. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna guarantee it's at least a 20. So, what happens if you roll a natural 1, but it turns out to be a 21?
So rogues kind of ignore that because they have a proficiency bonus when you guys reach a certain level to where you become a skill monkey, and things that you are like expertise in, you are guaranteed to roll no less than a 10.
Okay.
So even if you
Well-
rolled a 1, it'd be a 10, but in your case it's a 10 plus 11 immediately. So a natural 1 is 21 for you.
So I got a 21.
So basically you're stealthy and you make it in. You just run across the street hiding from some boxes, and you immediately dash inside. What would the other two who were not informed of what is happening as you guys just watch one idiot run up the side of the building and the other one run into the garage. What are you two doing as they split the party?
Which I, out of character, say, "Welcome, Lisa. Welcome. Thank
To be
God
fair,
you're
I've
here."
been playing with these dummies for a while now, so I'm not. Who's
I can't run up a
surprised?
building.
All right, I'd like to see which way the guards are headed, if they're splitting up to chase after the two of them, or if any of them are moving, and then try to position myself in an open space while they're distracted. See if I can just sneak on through while they're
I can make us invisible if you'd like.
possibly. Let's see what happens with the guards.
I never thought of turning.
So-
going in.
Tell me where and what you're doing. You're just flying up.
Well, I want to see which way the guards are moving, if they are moving, and if they are leaving open any gaps in their.
There is no way for them to get up to the top of the building. And so,
Are they running inside?
nope, they are taking perimeter. They seem to have just spoke something into their bracers and they set up a perimeter.
Okay.
So they're on high alert now. That's kind of
Well,
Okay, let's go.
given that the party is already, you want to go invisible and go in?
I think so. Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
Let's go in there.
So what I am going to do? Am I able to cast 2 spells, Casey?
you can cast on her, wait 6 seconds, and then cast on yourself.
Okay, yeah. Only because then I don't have to use up 4 sorcery points. So I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility on Paparina.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the second half of it.
All right.
Friends call her Poppy, but she doesn't have any friends.
Okay, so Greater Invisibility on Paparina.
Okay.
And then I will cast Invisibility on myself.
So
And that way I can at least save from twinning and using up a bunch of.
Rob, here's your character. What would you like to do?
So I see. So are all of the smokestacks doing the same smoke, or is it just one of them?
Yep.
That's doing the green one. Okay.
Well,
do I
actually, no.
say-
That's untrue. The one closest to you is burning black.
I don't know what that means. Wump definitely doesn't know what that means.
I mean, it's just normal black smoke.
Do I see immediately any way for people to get up onto the roof, or for me to get down?
No.
Okay. I'm going to.
There's no ladders. It almost seems purposeful. There's no. You can give me a perception check for the top roof.
Sure. 16.
You see no visible points of entry from the top.
Okay.
Into the smoke.
I would like to come over here.
Okay.
And if we're doing it, are we doing it like as rounds of combat, or is it just stuff that's going on right now?
Well, right now we're going to resolve you because they all went inside.
Okay. I'm gonna start beating the shit out of these towers. This might be worthless, but it should make them a bit more concerned that I'm on the roof. So I would like to just crack my knuckles and just using my empowered gauntlets, just start blasting away, just to cause some serious damage up here.
Okay. Go ahead and start punching and giving me damage rolls and attack rolls. I think the damage is or the AC for stone and brick and things is like 12 or something like that, or 14. So you're pretty much going to always hit based on your guys' level. I'm going to roll some dice to see another effect.
I'm scared.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your attacks.
Sorry, I don't know if you're waiting for me. How many would you like? Attack rolls, damage rolls.
Roll 4.
12, 20, 10, and 19.
So 2 of them actually connect. The first, we'll count the other 2 as your first 2, the 12 and the 10. As you're punching into the stone, you realize like, man, this is fucking hardened. Like I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult. So then you kind of switch to open palm and you start using the pulse gauntlets to do the work for you. So go ahead and roll the damage twice.
Okay, 11.
11 becomes 22 and the
11.
other 11 becomes 22 because you're doing siege damage and your gauntlets are very rough on stone. And so as you're punching and these pulses are vibrating through the stone due to your pulse gauntlets, you start doing pretty well work. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
An 18.
As you hear a moving ship comes in loaded up with guard techs armament individuals as they start flying in from another area.
Those the people we're attacking right now, or are those a different faction?
Right now you're not attacking anyone, you're standing on top of a roof.
No, okay. The people who own the warehouse.
Guard techs was the private militia that was hired to protect it.
Okay, cool. All right, that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I'm going to keep doing until I get attacked. So,
as you see, you watch as 6 paratroopers basically jump out of the ship and hit the roof, do a roll, and stand up. And all of them kind of like hold out a blade. And as they hold it, they kind of twist and extend it. And when it does, both sides of their blade goes and kind of glow with a blue light. Roll initiative.
well, I drew their attention. That's what I wanted. Wow, at 11.
Okay. So first off, they're going to go first. Every single one of them is going to dash to you.
I'm about to get 6 opportunity attacks on you when you run away.
He'll have to burn a
You
key.
wish.
But every one of them
wish.
rushes towards you with a dash action. So
Did it look like I was making a lot of progress with the thing?
weirdly, no. It seems like these things are built and hardened stone. Like it's essentially just like you were starting to punch and cave in this, and you cracked the stone. Like, but you didn't like topple the smokestack before. My roll sadly was 1 round, and so you managed to get in a couple of hits before the guard tech. Apparently they were waiting in the midst. I don't know why the fuck that was that quick, but
Well, that's okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to. I have a thing planned out, and then I'm good with switching back to.
it's your turn. So they use
yes.
their movement
I'm
and their
going
action
to-
to dash to you.
I am going to. I'm going to use 2 more attacks on the smokestack.
Okay.
Okay. 20 to hit
Hits.
and a 20 to hit
Hits.
for 9 damage
Becomes 18.
and 10 damage.
Becomes 20. So 38 points of damage. You crack and kind of bulge in this thing. You've got a heavy size fissure inside of this thing. You could probably get your whole fist inside of there.
You know that's what I love to do, baby. All right, so Wump, like his ears kind of turn backwards while he's working on the smokestack still. So he knows what's going on. He doesn't seem to care. He does another 2 hits, and then he turns around. He gives a little smile, and he uses my favorite Herringon feature, Rabbit Hop. As a bonus action, you jump 20 feet with a provoking opportunity attacks. Boom! All right, little Peter Cottontail gets the fuck out of there. I imagine it's like right here.
Please tell me
Boom.
the smokestack's gonna fall on top of them.
Well, I don't think I'm done with that smokestack yet. But I'm going to now, thank you, Lisa, run the fuck away. Woo! And then I would like to go over here. So I have 60 feet of movement. Can I jump over to this other building?
Yeah.
Is that a thing I can do? Okay, I do that.
Yeah, that's kind of part of your natural thing, and it uses up part of your movement. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
12.
Even with a 12, you notice that as you jump over, there is definitely a conveyor belt below you that is moving boxes into the warehouse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my god. It's a lot faster than I thought. Okay. All right. That's what Wump does. He punches, jumps over them. They turn and look and follow him as he jumps, and then he just fucking zooms, leaving a dust trail.
Okay, it is your
Okay.
turn. They basically make it to the edge using their action dash. So go ahead and go.
Okay. I'm going to jump down on the conveyor belt, I think. Do I see, if I'm here, do I see like what's going on in the courtyard out there?
Yeah, you saw that whenever you guys arrived. You saw that a ship was being loaded up with boxes.
But like, are there guards?
There's
stuff
a
out there?
single guard in the gated area that is patrolling.
Okay. I know you said that there's conveyor belts. I don't want them to follow me right to you guys, though. So I'm going to run over to the edge. I guess I should keep track of my movement. 15 feet. Sorry, guys. I did not want this to turn into a solo thing. We should
good, dude.
switch over soon. And then I'm gonna like turn and look at them and just kind of like cross my arms across my chest and lean backwards off the edge.
Okay.
Whee!
Go ahead and give me maybe a stealth check to see if you're able to, without attention, draw.
11.
Okay. You definitely are drawing other people's attention as you drop off of an area. So go ahead now that you've moved 15 feet and then fallen off a building. When you land, I think, I don't know. What's the damage? I think you reduce as a monk to nothing, right?
Yeah, by 60. So
Yeah.
so
So
that's my reaction.
okay, so I think that's like 15 feet. I think you jump and it uses half your movement, so that's you still have another 25 feet to move.
Okay. Is that a dead end?
'Cause
Looks like it.
It's different if you jump up, but if you're falling down, it doesn't take anything from you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go over here.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check just to see if you land on your feet.
A 10.
Nope, you land flat on your fucking back. So now you have to use half your movement to stand up. So you got about 10 feet or so.
That makes my move pretty easy then. 2. Okay. That's
Okay.
my turn. Well, I have my bonus action back, don't I? So I'm going to actually step of the wind, key point dash. So I have more.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb on top of the ship.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you're able to scale that.
24, and I do have a climb speed.
Cool.
What it's worth. But 24.
You're up there?
Yes.
And that's where you're going to end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. This guard right below you is going to move over, and he has a similar setup. He's going to snap his wand, and it's going to come out to be like a long thing, a long, like, pulsing crystallized electricity. He's going to whip it around his head and then, like, kind of snap it at you. I think, yeah, because you're within 30 feet. Does a 14 hit you? I didn't see. I was looking down.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so as you are standing there, you basically run up and scale up off of this, and you're just like, you know, kind of panting, breathing a little bit. You've done your movement. You've kind of assessed out the situation. You feel all of the hair on your body just stand up as this lightning pulse just goes right by your head as he kind of like winds it and snaps it again, and it starts crackling with electricity again. That is the end of his movement and action. The rest of the guards, if it's under 10 feet, I think they're okay. You know, for your Haragon, I wasn't too worried about it. For them,
Assassin's Creed guard following me across the rooftop. Oh no.
Wow. Okay. 3 guards fall, basically breaking their legs with, and I kid you not, 3 natural ones out of my athletics checks. The other 3 make it. They made it to the other side of the roof, but you watch as 3 of the guards try to jump after you, and they just kind of like hit the side of the building, and then they back off, hit the other side of the building, and then just fall, and you just hear this as their legs just snap. And yeah, it's a pool of viscera down there. Meanwhile, the other guards get to the edge, and they start pulling up their bracers and start hitting it, trying to radio into their bracers.
Okay. If we want, so this is going to be my strategy for the next little while, is just running around getting everybody's attention. Do we want to say that's just what I'm doing for
Okay.
a little
If
while?
you're not going into the building, then I will move over to them.
Not for right now, no.
Okay. Alrighty. So everybody else, we're going to move up and get. Alrighty. So let's take in a moment to examine what exactly we're looking at. As you guys walk in, you notice a lot of different things. You are standing at the foot over here underneath a hydraulic press. This press has been wound up and lifted with chains, and on top of it, you notice there is a construct that is just loading stone and rock that has glowing pieces of ore into this funnel type device. As you're looking around, why don't you guys go ahead and give me a perception check?
I cannot see my character on the board, Casey, which is why she is not moving. Just FYI. I don't know if it.
You're inside the building.
Am I?
Yep, you're right there.
Yeah, we're
Oh
just
my
in. You're like
gosh.
sitting
there
on
we
the
go.
first pole.
I don't know what is.
It's a clever disguise.
I got a natural 1.
2 23s and a 1.
Misprint, you don't see anything.
Stuck in a pole.
Riorin, you are infatuated with whatever type of device this is, because it does seem almost mechanically clockwork in nature. There are gears, there are wheels, chains coming up, and it's lifting some type of device. It's very interesting, and you are focused on it, almost to your own detriment, while the rest of you two, Paparina and Chun, you're seeing something of the likes that is just entirely impressive. You guys are watching as they are taking stone, and for the viewers, I'm going to trace it out with the spotlight. Inside of the funnel, rocks and stone are getting brought down the conveyor belt. Regular rock is getting separated and getting crushed and salted away for stone type materials. Those with gems are getting pushed down the conveyor belt. As it moves through, the stone around the gem is getting crushed away. As that gets crushed away, it gets dumped into and pulverized and dropped down through. As the gems continued around the conveyor belt, the pulverized rock is then dropped off to where they have the normal gemstones that appear to be different in nature, which are then boxed up and then sent up a conveyor belt and into the other warehouse.
Cool map, Casey.
This was designed by Brother Han in the Tailspire group. You guys would notice some of his work on Dimension 20. He does a lot of the Tailspire stuff work for them. He's very creative.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
I just made some few modifications to make it to where the conveyor belt is moving gems. So that was my addition to it.
So we have two of
But
us
that's
that
the
have
pretty part.
invisibility.
So what else you guys notice? Chun, you're moving in, you're immediately caught your attention with all of the gemstones, but then you notice a few other things. Positioned around are factory workers. Here, 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 here in this area. But you guys also notice up on the railing, there appear to be guards at attention. You get the sense that they may have been tipped off and notified. There definitely seems to be guards in the area. So just for sake, I need to check something out because I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
God bless invisibility.
You guys do notice that whenever you walk in, there is a direct path to the back of the building that is along stone slabs.
Stone slabs that appear to be trapped in some way? Or stone slabs that maybe we can just mosey on along?
You have been held with held person, and you cannot roll the save. Sorry.
Gotta confirm.
Yep.
Gotta check.
No, there's nothing that you can see. You can give me a perception check to try and find traps.
Alright,
Proceed
Yes,
for
please.
traps. Natural
proceeding
20
traps.
for
22.
29.
Natural 20. The opposite of my natural 1.
You see nothing wrong with the warehouse floor.
Casey just likes making comments like that so that we think that there's
I
something we
know.
have to be wary of. He did it last Friday too. I forget what the
Doesn't
scenario
hurt to
was.
ask. All right, so we've got two of us that are invisible, one of us that is a rogue. I say we just try to sneak along and not raise suspicion and move through this area quick as can be.
Question, Casey. Back
Answer.
in the part of this game that our viewers did not see, I had shuffled through papers, and that's how we discovered this warehouse is where the game changer was.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any indication on those papers where it was being kept in the warehouse?
You did see some notes of Dr. Holder performing research in this area. It mentions sunlight sensitivity, and you have a sense from that maybe underground.
Okay. I relay this information to my colleagues. I don't know if Chun is near us since we're invisible, so he doesn't know where we are since he came in before us. But I'll at least...
I feel like you would have shared it before.
Chun's like,
That's
all right,
true.
I'm on a solo mission, baby. I don't know where anyone is. It's just me.
Is there
I feel
anything
presence.
nearby that looks like it could lead downstairs that we can see, at least from where we are right now?
Not where you're at right now.
Do we want to just head to the back to see if in that clear shot direction there's something that looks downstairsy?
Do
So
some
that's what
exploring for it.
I was thinking too. My initial thought was to go up towards like the manager's office. Maybe it was in there, but if you told us that it's maybe downstairs, I don't know
My
where
only
that.
thought is that we have 1 minute to be invisible, and I want to use that to our advantage. To
Yeah, so all of that crap with Wump is going on right at this same second. So
yeah,
you guys went invisible, you ran in, you notice all of this stuff, you have about 45 seconds. Where are you headed?
I'm headed towards the back.
Chun, what are you doing? You're just sneaking in and kind of moving through the factory as stealthy as possible.
Yeah, I would be hugging this wall, but more importantly, what is this man doing right here? 'Cause what I'm looking for is like well, like usually on a factory line, and I have no idea because I've never worked a factory line in my life, but there's like a lead person that's like, I guess, I don't know, like shouting
A
commands.
foreman?
Thank you. That word.
This guy is actually inspecting crystals prior to the box gets loaded into the machine and boxed up here.
Hey, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
What is the floor itself? Is it stone?
Stone, yeah.
Concept. I could use stone shape on the floor and just try to open up a hole to the floor below. Hmm? I mean, is that a doable
Yes,
option?
Casey.
What?
Well,
I mean, until you tell me that you're doing something, I'm just letting you guys postulate. You guys
I
want
mean,
some
if
time to
down,
think while I
that's
go back to
no,
Wump?
That's a great
Okay.
idea because if it's underground, that's the fastest way underground.
I
that's
think
kinda
we
my
do
thought,
it.
yeah. Okay, I'm
Alright.
doing it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do it kind of tucked away a little bit, kind of back here behind this machine. And then
Discreetly.
just boop.
I don't. Where are you at? Oh, you're gonna do it there. Okay.
Yeah, just so it's a little, we're close to the door, still kind of out of the way.
Okay.
A little controlled tunnel to the downstairs.
All right. So,
And
how much can that move at a time?
so 5 feet, which will, I mean, it really will depend on how thick the flooring is, but assuming that it's not 5 feet thick, then yeah, you can move a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, turn it into any shape that suits your purpose. And it does give the example of making a small passage through a wall as long as the wall is no less than 5 feet thick.
So,
Before we pick this spot, though, what if there is nothing below this spot and it just goes into the ground?
We'll find out. I'll
Okay.
burn the spell slot.
you move up and you start casting. You immediately become visible because you cast
She
a
does
spell.
not.
I have greater invisibility.
Okay. Cool. That's great. So
That's
you
me
cast a
with
spell
full
and it
invisibility.
immediately goes down 3.5 feet, and then underneath that is rock with water that almost look like imagine like what oil looks like whenever it's sitting on top of a pavement. You know, it's got those rings of color inside of the water and fluid.
Mhm.
That's what you're staring at in the earth as you move all the stone away. Looks like kind of like crystal runoff is what that is.
Okay.
But
Is it
definitely just solid ground underneath this portion of the laboratory or of the warehouse.
all right? Mm,
Good idea.
I mean,
Could
is
get-
It's a
it,
great
it's
idea.
flowing? Yeah, I mean, my thought was like, is it flowing water in the form of like, hey, you could still get
It's
down there,
it's
but
more
you can
like
see a
I
lot
was
of
just
the water.
describing that crystal runoff is here. It's mainly mud and dirt. But that's the water that is underneath the concrete is that crystal residue. So you got a good idea that a lot of this is synth crystal.
We could get to the middle. We could create sort of a distraction and then get like closer in towards the middle and then cast stone shape again.
Mm. Or we could split up and just do a little stealthy run through of this area.
I'm going to say that you have about 20 seconds left on your greater invisibility. Make a call as
Run!
to where you're headed.
I run back here.
Chun, you are
Where's the
making
bathroom?
use of your stealthiness and kind of moving through. A lot of stuff's happening inside of this factory. You're able to tuck and hide. I'm not going to make you roll because it's guaranteed to be above 20, and I'm just rolling perception, and no one is getting close to being able to see you right now. So, no sense in making that roll. They're rolling like sevens. So, okay.
See a door for something to the downstairs from this corner?
Riorin,
area?
you notice a small halfling standing in a corner that appears to be wearing kind of the same type of armament stuff, but it's definitely a halfling. It's not one of these big beefy guys that's wearing a full helmet. This guy is wearing like a partial helmet that like you can clearly see his face.
Where is he relative to me? This guy up here on the... Oh, right here. Am I dumb that I can't see him? Am I just...
You might be blocked by the stairs.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. I don't have any way of contacting Paparina to let her know that there's a thing there.
No, no, unless you have like a message, but
I don't. I did not
Yeah.
take. I did not take communication stuff this time.
I'll get over there eventually. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to drop invisibility, so you'll see me in a minute anyway.
Okay.
I am going to cast on my way over. You cannot see the whole room from here, right?
No, not for the most part. It's pretty well blocked off by most of the machinery.
And I saw people over on the side that we came in. I probably didn't get a good enough view of them. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm just trying to figure out the best, most efficient way to do it.
So Chun, you'd be kind of right behind them. What are you doing at that moment? Because you're not invisible.
No, yeah. So I rolled for my character. You'll know what that means, Casey. Did this man that I saw, the one that I thought was the foreman, is he in like a blind spot where he could be grabbed?
Yeah. Everybody seems to be focused on other portions of the factory line. You do know that there are guards up top that might see you. This guy in particular here could probably notice you because he's got a straight shot at that area. And you did notice them as you walked in with your like 28 perception.
The pool from my character, basically what's happening is my character is sort of like twitching his head as he looks more at this foreman, and he starts reaching for his spear, and he walks up to grab this gnome and pull him back into the shadows.
Okay, you've got an incredible stealth, so I'll just say that you managed to do that. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Awesome.
Apologize, people, for as I'm
18.
trying to move. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
You mean damage?
Yeah, sorry.
11.
You kill him. Like as you pull him back, he's just a factory worker. You impale him entirely on your spear, and it's through the back of him, through this chest. He kind of, and you just hear him kind of like lose his gasp of air as you pull him back onto the spear.
As he does that, you would notice that his composure would come back together, and he would seem all like himself again. And the coin that formed on his gauntlet would immediately dissipate again as a ghost of the gnome pops up right next to him. And he asks the gnome, "How do we get underground?"
There's stairs.
I always gotta be more specific with this shit. Okay. The ghost disappears, and Chun will hide the body.
Just one question.
Yeah, so his
Fuck.
deal is whenever he kills someone and he gets a coin, that's the soul is trapped in the coin, and he could burn the coin to ask the ghost that he killed a question. Casey and I kind of made a homebrew to where instead of insight checking every single time I ask a question, he rolls a 1d2 and then determines if what is said is true or not, and then I just go with the information.
Ooh,
Um,
that's fun.
yeah, it's better than taking 50 minutes insight checking a bunch of stuff, but now I have to be very specific how I answer questions.
Well, at least we know for sure there's stairs. And
Yeah.
not an elevator, which would be a huge problem for this group, I hear.
Stairs would be also on the bottom floor.
Riorn, as you walk around the corner and you see him, your invisibility drops
Great.
And
cast
you're-
Witch Bolt.
face to face with him. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Just gotta get through this door. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Kill him. One shot him.
That's a 27.
Ew.
Okay.
With only 5
And-
lightning damage, which is unfortunate. But
As you walk around the corner and you drop invisibility, you see the guy go,
Hey, I'm the plant that's gonna get you. Ah!
as you kill the halfling.
Dare! Take your headphones away from your ears. How dare!
Yeah,
that fucking figures. Sure figures.
you fucking execute that guy.
Fine. I
All right.
don't care.
Wump. Let's go back out to you. And Rob's froze.
Oh no, really?
I wonder how long he's been like that.
Rob!
45 minutes. Yeah, we have no idea.
I'm here. Jesus Christ. So
Alright.
the plant's dead?
Yeah. Yeah. She fucking murdered him.
I love
I
it.
have no regrets.
You should.
Did they even tell us there was a plant?
Nobody knew.
Yeah, okay. So that's their own fault for not saying
Yeah.
there was a plant.
Yeah, whatever you got to tell yourself.
First,
I don't feel bad at all.
No. I mean, it wasn't a homeless person that you murdered, but all right, what you got, Wump?
Or a rabbit.
Okay. So in the interest of saving time, Wump is his objective now is to lose his tail. So he's gonna try and climb back up the bigger building. So what are the guards gonna do? They jumped across the roof. What do they do after that?
Well, I mean, they were standing at the top. They immediately hit their bracers to call in what you're assuming is reinforcements.
Okay. Okay. So I am going to climb up the bigger building again.
Okay. So to save time, you do it. Now what?
I would like to try and get on the conveyor belts without people watching me. I don't know how long I have to stay up on the main roof before their
Well,
active bar wears
so
off, but
yeah, this isn't like GTA where if you stay out of sight for a little bit, your stars disappear. You're waiting. These guys don't trust themselves to jump back over. They're afraid they're gonna die. Like they would just watch several of their friends get paralyzed, and so they are now waiting on the roof. You gotta give me an insight check.
and if this doesn't work, I will go in a side door or something. Because I assume what we're wanting 10.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna hang out there for a little bit, see what happens.
I mean, if they're staying up there, I don't think if they have a clear line of sight to the conveyor belt, then I'm not going to do that.
Off in the
I
distance, you
will-
hear
They're gonna keep sending helicopters, and you say this isn't like GTA. All right. I am going to go down the. Okay, now that I've done this whole side thing, I'm gonna go down this alleyway here. I'm gonna land down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I see anybody here?
Not on that side, no.
Okay. I would like to try and sneak in the same way that everybody else did.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
A 10. Oh my god, that's like the 5th 10 in a row.
All right. So in that case, as you round the corner and to start to move in, they are going to notice
Oh
and
my god.
go ahead and give me a go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Oh guys, you might have to do this without me. 21.
When were you here?
All right. You're first. You round the corner and you're just kind of doing the Bugs Bunny, da-doot, da-doot. And then as you do this, you turn and they're just kind of like.
So at this point, I'm afraid of bringing everyone to you guys. Is that a concern at this point, or are we just gunning for the basement and that's it?
I mean, I think us.
A little bit of table talk here.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Keep the distraction, Wump.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will. All right. They see me. Like, well, it's just like, god damn it. He's gonna run back up the building.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So here's the fun thing. As you run up the building, there are multiple individuals up there. I put out the wrong ones. Kill. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
So you run up the building and there is another hovercraft sitting there and guys just rappelled down to the roof and they immediately, hey!
Hey! What's up? Okay.
Let's roll to join their initiative order. Okay.
Oh my god.
So you ran up the building. That's 73 feet of movement. Now what?
Yeah. All right. I'm jumping back down the building.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, they will probably never catch you if you just do this forever.
To be
I know,
fair.
right? But like, they also can't get down because it's very clearly there's no way to get down. So these guys spawned. I guess they cut off my roof access.
And
but...
they rappel down, and I run
You're gonna
back up.
I'm gonna start sticking like giant nets out the window.
All right, you know what, Lisa? I love that idea. All right, I want to try. I'm gonna like do the same trick, but I'm gonna grab onto a window as I fall past.
Okay. Go ahead and give me acrobatics. Or, you know what? Dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Okay. A 12. Oh my god.
Nope. All right. So,
what if I use my slow fall? Does that not make me fall slower?
yeah, what it makes you do is you land gracefully is what that makes that, I think. What is your slow fall? I don't remember what it is. It's just you take less damage, right? Yeah. So you land gracefully, but as you jump, you're like, I'm just gonna grab on the windowsill, and you definitely grab it with your iron strong finger paw type thing, and you just rip the sill right off the window as you go down.
Damn it.
Shitty construction, and you hit the ground. That's about 80 feet of movement, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I would have dashed somewhere in there because
Yeah.
I'm not using my action for anything else. Okay, what are these windows like that I'm next
They're just barred over windows that have in that basically are kind of used for airflow, essentially.
Okay. Nice. All right. All right. In the interest of saving time, what is this door? Can I is there any way I can get into this building stealthily at this point?
You're gonna have to tell me, buddy.
God damn it, bro! All right, I'm gonna.
That's not me for. That's not me to tell you.
Well, okay. Well, then we'll do it the long way. I'm gonna use a key point to get around this corner. Dash another time, and at least get around the corner. And that's my turn. This is gonna just keep going on, so I'm very okay with going back to the 3 people who are making progress.
Okay.
I gotta tell ya.
Chun, you have murdered somebody that was looking at gems, and Paparina, you have made a hole in the stone floor to find dirt, and Rioran, you have murdered a halfling.
And I'm going through the door.
Okay, you walk up, and the door is clearly locked.
Would Paparina have heard the witch bolt? Presumably, I don't know how loud. It's like a lightning bolt. So.
Paparina, let's you cast a hole in that, and then what did you do? Where did you go after that?
We decided to split up and start exploring this place because the whole thing didn't work.
Okay, so you lose visibility or lose invisibility right about there.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay. 13.
Okay.
Not bad. Right? That's not bad, right? I don't think it's bad.
We'll find out.
What's up? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Does anyone seem to notice me?
At the moment, you don't hear any shouting, but the machines around you are quite loud.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to dart behind the machine over here to get away from this person that's obviously on this pedestal.
Okay. He seems clearly distracted, and he's got a rake, and he's pushing the stones, making sure that they all stay on the conveyor belt and that they move down in an orderly fashion. So he's not really paying attention to you.
Okay, perfect. And then from where I'm at now, I have visibility on Rioran to see her.
You do.
Ahead, and I'm going to continue just stealth over and try to see if I can spot Chun along the way, although I don't think I can.
I think this is him behind me.
That is me
Oh,
behind
is that?
you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, cool. I'm going to catch up with the group.
Okay.
Yeet.
They rolled a fairly low perception, so you don't think you got noticed. Even with their heightened awareness, they are clearly paying attention to other areas, looking at the entryway door, missing what clearly moves around the side of the system. Rioran, you said you moved over to the locked door. We'll have you guys all position yourselves around. Yeah, this door is clearly barred, locked, and there is a window through it. And as you kind of lean over and look, you can definitely see on the other side of this, there's a staircase that goes down.
A window that a small creature could fit through if we broke the glass.
There's no glass.
Is it just open window?
It's barred, but yeah.
Is it stone?
It's metal.
There's a stone door?
It's made of a form of ore.
Well, if this is
Oh, I
as
have a
per
question.
rules, then
Wait, technically speaking, if one formed ice around the metal bars, then they could be shattered, maybe?
Mhm.
I cast shape water!
Okay. This will probably make quite a bit of noise.
What were you going to say, CJ?
I'm gonna RP a little bit though. You would notice that Chun starts to twitch his head a little bit and reach out towards Rioran as he's coming up behind her.
Snap.
No. You would notice ever slightly that he would tilt his spear forward, and then, as soon as Paparina would like walk around the corner and Chun would notice her, you see him sort of gain his composure back and put his hand on Rioran's shoulder and say, he probably had keys. And then
Duh.
go and start looting the body to look for keys to open the door.
Yeah, he's got keys just sitting right on him. It's like a giant. This guy's like a janitor. He's got just like keys galore right in front of him.
Oh, that's so
I'm
many
feeling a lot
keys,
of
though.
pressure right now because it's already 10:45 and we haven't even found the thing, okay?
We're not going to. With 20 minutes left, nah.
And then Shen would just grab the keys and then start trying keys into the lock.
First one you try opens right away.
Great.
Directly in front of you, we'll zoom in. There is a staircase that leads down, and this room is barred on the other side. Ah, boy. Oop, and doop.
Barred on the other side.
Yeah. Basically, I'm saying like there's a locked door on the left side, and then there's a staircase down. There's some of the tubing and stuff that leads up from the basement in this room as well. But there's a staircase that clearly leads down.
Okay.
Paparina.
We go down the staircase.
What? Let's go. Wait, does the staircase actually go anywhere, Casey?
That one in particular doesn't, but I'll position you to the spot. I lost. Oh, there he is. Rex is down there already.
Rex?
Sorry.
Rex is here.
You just see someone in the corner.
I just wrong. Wrong
You walk
universe.
down here and you just kind of look around. There are weird trinkets just kind of laying on the floor all around.
I'm sorry, trinkets?
Yeah.
Like gearhead trinkets? That.
There's a couple of pieces that are like clockwork. There are all kinds of different things.
Like
Dolls. There's like broken Jack-in-the-Box turning arm.
Listen, Riorin would be not paying attention to anything but these and immediately start forward to start collecting them. I'm so sorry, but it's true.
Okay, I'll describe. This is the factory, by the way.
Puzzle.
So, Wump.
Oh God. All right. I mean, are people coming this way?
At the moment, you don't see anyone.
All right. I'm just gonna start popping out these windows with the reach on my gauntlets. I'm just gonna pew, pew, and then move to the next one and pew, pew.
These aren't windows. This is just a stone wall.
No, the windows right above.
Oh, up top, you're gonna scale up.
No. Like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, right here.
Yeah, the ones that are 13 feet in the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to jump up and try and break out the bars.
Well, they're 13 feet from the base of the ground, but I'm like at least 3 feet tall, so.
Right. But you're gonna jump up and break out the bars. That's what you're trying to say.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead and give me 5 attack damage rolls just to see how much damage we can do with this.
So you want me to roll attack and damage?
Nope, just damage.
Attack first.
We're trying to expedite this shitty thing that
Alright.
you're doing.
Whoa. What the fuck? That's so rude.
Straight called out.
That's so rude.
20. I know. All right. So, and then 15, 30, 20 total. So 50 points of damage. Yeah. You are able to completely demolish the stone that is around this area and able to like basically pull the bars out with your gauntlets.
Okay. I have.
Go ahead and give me a
dropped
perception check.
noise. 15.
Weirdly enough, as you're looking in, you're busting out these bars and you tear it up. You look in and there's literally a set of steps that lead down directly in the room that you just hammered out.
4.
Well.
I go in the window.
Okay. Yeah, so
How to get myself in there? But I do it.
I'll take care of it. Stop moving your character. Oh, I've lost your character now.
He's, he's at the base of the window.
Okay. Now you can move down, and as you break in and run down the steps, you're panting, you're kind of bleeding a little bit, having like hit yourself on different forms of the building as you ran in, and you run in behind, and as you run in, you're directly standing behind Chun as he's like holding what looks to be a broken down doll and a silver compact mirror.
They're distracted.
I didn't get the joke.
He said they're distracted.
What we doing?
Well, Misprint rolled a 16 for perception. So
Let me
why don't we tell chat?
describe what you guys are looking at. This is kind of a horrific nightmare hellscape of a laboratory in front of you. As you guys are looking, there are crystals soaking inside of blood that seems to be pooled around and under a lot of the floor pieces. There seems to be a weird amount of blood here, but all of the crystals are soaking in it and they're starting to glow. Ever so faintly, much less than the ones that were inside of the factory. The ones inside the factory had kind of that synthetic look to them, and they kind of had that like rainbow appearance. These are like strictly blue or strictly purple or orange, and they're glowing, but they have a much more vibrant color to them. Although it's dim, it seems to getting like it's pulsing, getting brighter. So it is definitely picking up.
Knock over one of the containers with the blood and the crystals.
I don't think
Not
it's a
like
container. I think it's like
shattering.
on the
It's
floor.
it's under the floor tiles.
Ah, boo.
Ah.
Okay.
Does there seem to be like anywhere that it looks like the blood is coming from?
Everything seems to kind of like lead into like around this central piece. So you got a sense that probably in the back. And as you guys,
Oh, in the back, you say?
yeah, as you guys are kind of looking around this whole area, it seems to be like a different forms of technology. You're seeing different types of synth crystals with different experiments. Some are like soaking in acid and just basically like melting away. Others are, built in through all kinds of different like being exposed to heat, and it's just crazy. This map was again built by Brother Han.
That makes sense. It looks consistent with the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like the blood is coming from the back of this big thing you said.
Yeah. And as you
Right.
guys start to move around, we'll just kind of position you in there. You guys notice a couple of different things. For one, there is a giant man that is standing on top of a like dais. He's wearing a white lab coat, but he has like pincer claws in his hands, and once he turns around, he has a large mouth that goes up to the middle of his ear with a lot of teeth. And he has a whole bunch of what looks to be like dreadlocks, but they all come into the central portion of his head. And he has 9 eyes, and they're all different colors, sitting behind a face shield. And as he opens, he's like, "Hello, my name is Dr. Holder. You can just call me B."
Square on the map he is. Am I blind?
Is he talking to all of us?
Oh, there we go.
Is he just
Oh.
talking down from his perch at us?
He's talking to all of you guys as you move in. As you guys move in, you also notice something else. There is an individual laying, and it looks like he is being sustained through like different forms of healing potions. You guys notice a lot of Gnome Land security medical tech kind of sitting around him where it's like he's being infused and kept alive, but he's being bled out at the same time. He has a lot of different augments on him. He has wings on his back. He has a arm that looks like it has been prosthetically attached to him, and a leg also that has been prosthetically attached, and one eye that has been prosthetically removed. As you see him, he kind of weakly looks over at you and just says, "Kill me."
Found the game changer.
It appears that
His blood?
yeah, go ahead and well, you guys aren't really going to know who this is. Meta speaking, this gentleman's name is Jean Baptiste.
So we kill him now, right?
I mean, you can if you want.
Have to. No,
Is
we
Doctor-
should free him. We should help
is-
them.
Is the
He also
doctor
could
just
be the
watching
game
us?
changer.
Yeah, like he.
The doctor comes in as he's standing there talking to you. I can't seem to get him to face the right direction. He's kind of moving things around, and he has different forms of synthetic crystals in his hands, and he just kind of like pushes them into his flesh, and he's kind of almost like hovering ever so slightly as he like takes a step. He like lifts off the ground, and then like ever so slightly takes another step and puts his feet down, and he just says, "You look like you would be fun to experiment with.
Who?
All of you."
That's gonna be a no from me, Chief. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and
Roll initiative.
Damn it.
Mm.
Well,
Ah,
you know
Five.
what? I'm gonna use Lucky Feet and reroll initiative again. I think I can
Okay.
do that. I haven't used it.
Dang, dude. All right, so John Baptiste was this dude that we found in this magic city, and he was still alive through a stasis chamber, but he was from like thousands of years earlier, and he had been kept alive in this like magical arcane torture chamber where the wizards that had previously lived there and had done their dirty deeds, they were the ones who actually augmented him. They like took all of his parts off and sewed on some new stuff and then shoved him and a bunch of others in stasis chambers. But all the other creations from that time either died or were destroyed just through time and broken machines, and the city itself kind of dissolved into nothing. But this dude was left just kind of floating there, and then our adventuring party in another game came across him, helped him, freed him, and this is apparently where he ended up. This poor guy.
Dude's had a bad
Wait,
life.
which one is Jean
Why?
Baptiste? The wing guy is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the pre-Rotted room guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
we,
cool.
Yeah. yeah.
19.
now, yeah.
Riorin had a 14 initiative.
I had 19.
Yeah, that's what I said.
64, dude.
Paparina had a 5.
I don't know,
And
holy
Wump,
shit.
what'd you have? 11.
And 11.
It's like, hi, you're free. Yeah, but I keep getting into trouble, so like, just kill me.
It looks like Dr. B. Holder gets to go first.
Of course he does. Can he kill us all in 7 minutes so that this doesn't become a 3-shot?
As you guys are looking at this gross smile, we may run a little bit over if you guys are okay with that. Just a couple minutes, nothing too terrible. A central eye opens up, and you can see the blood that is coming out of him that kind of has like a sparkle in all of his augments as he's looking directly down at Jean Baptiste. All of his augments go inert. Everything just loses its properties, and then he shifts his eye over towards, and you guys feel magic fade from you.
What?
Don't love that.
Good thing I don't use magic.
Go ahead and yeah.
Counterspell that?
It is For people who don't know what a beholder is, he has an anti-magic cone eye that just emits out a 150-foot cone directly in front of him as he's looking that blocks magic.
Well, he's looking at CJ and I, no?
Yes, those are the two that he's looking at. CJ, you feel the draw from your weapon fade.
What? Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't mean you can't use it. You just the
I know, but
weapon.
that's huge.
Normal.
Yeah,
Talk about
it has become inert for the moment. Your weapon has.
Talk about character backstory.
As he's looking at you, he's got this face shield. He is first to act. He is going to.
Oh, now the face shield makes sense. Gosh darn it.
6.
It's because he's got COVID.
Wump, give me a 16 dexterity saving throw.
Is he gonna disintegrate me?
No.
That'd be pretty funny. Wow. A 10. I don't think I can make that any better. My rolls have been.
You are restrained, and I will need you to repeat that save at the end of your turn as the green eye flares at you and you feel your legs start to lock up as your bone becomes very stiff and hard. 3, 1, 2, 3. Chun, give me a 16 wisdom saving throw.
That's 8. I'm gonna reroll with lucky. That's 12.
You are feared. You are frightened from 1 minute. You cannot approach this target, and you any attack would be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Okay. That is the end of his turn because he's kind of a pared down version. He can't get his other eye to face away from where he's facing. So
do
Chun.
Papaina and I? Oh, sorry.
You guys are in initiative order. Is that what you're asking?
No. Since he's not facing us, do we have magic?
Yeah, currently.
Ooh.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So Chun's turn.
Yep.
Chun is having a mix of emotions right now. He is no longer feeling the essence of his weapon calling for him to sort of kill this monster. But he's also frightened and knows that he must. Without the, I guess, pull of his weapon, he's able to think clearly and able to formulate a plan while he is feared. He is going to... Where can I run to? He is going to... I have to measure, and I'm very sorry, because I didn't measure before. How far can you throw something?
Typically about 30 to 60 feet.
Okay.
30 feet with at standard. If you go above 30 but lower than 60, it's a disadvantage.
Okay. He is going to run behind cover because he knows through his time fighting and through his time with his Seeker Guild that when you are frightened of something, you don't have, for meta knowledge, advantage on attacking it. But he is going to run behind cover, and as he's running behind cover, you see him pull out something from his bag, and it's what Casey never described, except in the first session, and he knows what I'm about to do. You want to describe what it is, Casey, before I hit it?
Yeah, it's 2 crystals that are held together by a leather strap, and as he pulls out the center division piece, it allows the 2 crystals to come together and create a chemical reaction. He basically has a grenade.
So I have a grenade, and I hit it, and then I turn around and I throw it towards Dr. B.
Yeah, Dr. Beholder.
I I don't have anything to roll for that.
Yeah, just go ahead and give me a damage throw, and he's gonna roll a saving throw.
What's the damage?
2d8.
Well, that's a 5.
Okay. He takes 5 points of damage because he did not save from that.
Awesome.
As the crystal kind of explodes, some of the shards embed into the side of him and tear some of his flesh.
And as it explodes in front of him, and he loses sight, I don't know if he does, of Chun for one moment, Chun is going to use his bonus action to hide behind this pillar.
Okay. Give me a stealth. Well, I don't need a stealth check. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you maintain the fear effect. And Riorin, you're up.
I am still
Okay.
feared.
Okay. Quick question, as someone who is new and does not know a lot about beholders, am I allowed to know whether they are, where's my thing? Are beholders aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead? Am I allowed to know that?
He's an
Or do I have to
aberration.
do it?
He's an aberration.
Excellent. Number 1. How close is Paparina to me? Oh, pretty close. Oh.
Close-ish.
Well, I'll go back to you after I do this. Number 1. I point at this. And where's the spell? I need to preface this. I have heightened whatchamahoo's-it for my meta magic, heightened spell, which I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points to give the target disadvantage on its first saving throw. So he will have disadvantage on his saving throw for this, Casey.
Okay. You're also going to have to position where you can see him.
Can I not see him from where I am?
No, you're down. You'll have to move up the stairs.
Is that far enough up the stairs?
No. We can burn.
where I
You can
came
burn
from.
your entire movement and get to the top to see him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess I won't do the other thing I was going to do. Anyway, to start, I spend the sorcery points to do that thing and cast Disintegrate.
Okay.
So I need a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
19 for the first roll. Natural 1 for the second.
Okay. He takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So this is what you took instead of fly, huh?
77 force damage.
Dang, dude.
And the target is disintegrated if this damage leaves it with 0 hit points, which I doubt is the case.
The irony of disintegrating a beholder is just
Yep.
amazing.
77 points. Of
Yeah, that was a damage roll. Good job.
Damn.
And then, sorry, I gotta mark that spell slot. And then, I would like to quicken a spell to do it as a bonus action.
It'll have to be a cantrip.
Yeah. Definitely has to be a cantrip, but you can.
Wait, can you explain why? I'm not fighting it. I just know.
Sure. So for people who don't know that whenever you're casting spells, you cannot cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. You can cast a cantrip and a leveled spell in the same turn as long as they follow their appropriate action and bonus action terminology.
Wait, but does it matter with quicken spell though? Because quicken spell.
Yeah, just because
Says
you
when you-
make it a bonus action spell, it can't be a leveled spell. It has to be a cantrip.
Okay.
So if you can make a cantrip a bonus action, you can cast that.
I can
Otherwise,
make...
you could cast 2 fireballs on a turn, and that would be really OP.
This
right, CJ?
it literally
Or-
just all it says is, I gotta find it again. When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action.
Yeah, you can make it a bonus action, but you still
but
have
it
already
has to be a
cast this.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make sure I don't have. Or oh, I can't do that. That was the only disintegrate I can do. That's okay. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I would like to find one that has a lot of I am going to mind sliver it.
Okay. What do I roll?
Intelligence saving throw, which it'll probably pass. He doesn't have a disadvantage on this one because that was specific to disintegrate.
15.
He does not pass.
Okay.
So A, he takes 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And oops, I made it go away. B, he has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. And I don't know if you want to roll that or you want me to roll that.
I just want you to remind me when it comes time.
Okay, so next saving throw, I'll try to remember. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just roll a 1d4 and tell me what to subtract. Okay.
It's gonna be
End of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. He is going to take his legendary action. And con save from you, Wump.
Oh boy. Well, goodbye, guys. 19. Yay.
Okay. You watch as the blue eye in the center kicks off, and you save on this. So you, instead of taking 33 points of damage from his innervation ray, you're going to take 17. Sorry. Okay. As a reminder, you're undercover, Chum. So you will have increased armor, but he can't see you, and so he's going to shoot his eye beam at you, Riorin. We roll to see which one it is.
Does Chun feel the pull of this weapon whenever he looks away?
Yeah. Shield. Sorry.
I can't hear you.
I react by casting shield. Just while he's.
Okay.
Oh.
Expend the spell slot.
I take it back.
And no, this is
like
fitting. I need a
eyeball
dexterity saving throw as the red eye in the very center of his head lights up.
16.
That meets. So you will only take half damage.
Great. From what?
Necrotic ray, as it kicks off, you would take 61 points of necrotic damage down to 30 as a death ray burns into you.
Yikes.
Ugh. Meeting. Man, it's literally skin of my teeth.
Okay, Riorin, that's the end of your turn.
Thank you.
Wump.
I mean, no, thank you.
So, am I still frozen, movement speed wise?
No, you are restrained.
Oh. Oh my. Well, shit.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, so your speed is 0, Johnny Flash, and
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's okay
Vicious
because I'm
mockery.
okay with that. Damn. And attack rolls have disadvantage. That's nuts. Okay. Is there anything I can do so I make the save at the end of my turn?
yes,
And this is not a charm?
it's a telekinetic grip.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one's different. This one is yeah. You roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Ooh. I can react to that. Am I allowed to react to that? I have a thing for that.
To have him roll better.
I have a feature called Restore Balance
Mhm.
that I can use 4 times based on my level. Whenever creature you can... Oh, I can't see him though, can I?
Mm-mm.
Never mind.
I
Sorry,
appreciate
Rob.
the thought. Okay. Well, in any case, I don't think I have any special monk shit to help me with that. So I'm going to just throw some daggers at this bitch. At disadvantage, which is unfortunate. First dagger. Or dart. 25 to hit, baby, at disadvantage. Get fucked for 6 damage.
Okay.
Screw you, beholder. Next dagger. Or dart. I don't know why I'm saying dagger. 18 to hit. Does an 18 hit?
18 meets.
For max damage, 8 damage. Boom!
Hey.
Wump is just like struggling, just and just throws 2 darts. And fuck this guy. Okay, that is, I'm pretty sure all I can. I'm probably gonna take. I'll use my bonus action to dodge. It's key to dodge. What is actually? Does dodging help me right now with dex
Nope.
saves? I think it does. Does it not?
You're rolling a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if dodge increases that. I don't think it does, but
That's sorry, this is new territory for me. Really? Oh my god, Google has failed me so hard. I'm so sorry. Okay. Really? Even on D&D Beyond, it does not give me that as a thing. Okay.
go ahead and roll.
So I'm
I can
making
tell you.
dodge a disadvantage.
Dodge and
13. Or
Can you
not
guys
dodge,
hear me?
Dexterity save throw. Yes. Sorry.
am I coming
But
through at
I
all?
get to use my reaction to add 1d4 to that. So I'm going to add 3 to that because that is a Haragon thing.
Weird.
Haragons are just super good.
I couldn't hear myself at
so
all.
16 to save. 16 to save with my dex save.
Cool. With a 16, I think you managed to fight off the petrification at the last second.
Oh my god, I'm gonna destroy this guy. So that's at the end of my turn though?
Yes.
So, okay, all right, I'm good.
Okay. Paparina.
Oh, I thought it was Chun up. Is it me?
Chun is after him.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, I am going to. Can you make me fly when you have a chance?
I can make you fly right now.
Thank you. Have we been here for an hour?
No.
Excellent. So everyone still has their extra 10 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
From that long strider earlier. I am going to go ahead and fly myself directly over to him.
Okay.
And get close enough. Oh boy. This, we'll fuss with Tailspire. It's okay. It's okay. Am I clipping through the floor a little bit? Yes, it's fine. I'm going to attempt to touch this dude. And let's see if I can make some magic happen.
Oh, where that one eye?
Are you directly in
Nope.
front of him?
Well, I wanted to get. I'm trying to not. I'm trying to stay over air.
Okay.
So I can possibly step back. It doesn't matter. I reached out to try to curse them, and I could not make contact. I'm assuming that a 9 is not going to do anything for you.
It is not.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Um,
that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, he is going to turn for his last legendary action at you. And make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 12.
12 does not succeed. You take 54 points of force damage as it burns in its disintegration eye into you. Okay. At the end of your turn, it's his turn. He is now. What's that?
Good luck to everybody.
Yeah.
Says it was nice knowing your characters.
Well, that's what happens sometimes. That's okay.
He's going
May or
to
may not
look
be
at you,
bloody.
Riorin. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Oh. Not happily, but yes.
You are charmed.
Oh, I have an advantage against being charmed.
Okay.
Does that mean I roll it again?
Sure, I think so.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
You are charmed.
Wow. A natural one. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Rough when there's no
Wow.
inspiration from.
Wow. Oh, I should have reacted with counterspell. What a. Oh, it's not a counterspell though, right? Is it because it's just him being.
Yep. Plus, he's looking at you, so his cone would have disabled your spell. Yeah, so you are charmed for an hour. He's going to turn back to you, Paparina,
Oh no.
and
Raven's face.
wisdom saving throw.
Better than me.
What?
Do you have an
No,
advantage
that's
against
gonna-
being charmed?
Also, that one, friend.
You fall asleep and you just hover there, kind of just spinning in the air because, as we all know, fairies don't fly with their wings, they fly with magic.
I thought it was gonna be
Yes,
like
That's what we all know.
Huh.
Like a
What was
it? Too bad he
flashback
didn't
to
try
the
to
last
charm
time I played
you.
a flying
Whistle?
character.
yeah, was
Yeah.
it whistle?
And just
fell
landed
over.
on the ground and died.
All right, and for you, Rob, 7.
You mean it?
Would you like to die right now or
How many
later?
actions does he
I'll die
have?
later.
Well, so he throws off 3 eye rays a turn, and then as legendary actions, he can throw off an eye ray.
Guys, this is my first beholder, okay?
Oh,
They're a bitch.
Where's
Constitution
the
saving throw,
For me,
innovating ray.
why? I don't know what that means. A 17.
You succeed and only take half damage.
How much damage?
13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. That's what he hit me with last time. Fuck you. I'm gonna punch you. It's coming.
Chun, your turn.
Do I get to roll for frightened?
Yeah, at
Or is it at the
the
end?
I think it's at the end of your turn.
Okay, well I got an 8, so I'll still be frightened. I can't move towards him, so all I'm gonna do is fire off an arrow. Would I be taking it from hiding, from stealth?
You can stand up, shoot, and then go back into hiding.
Okay. But since I'm taking, because taking it from stealth would give you advantage, and then since I have disadvantage because of the charms, would it offset and just roll straight?
Yes.
I don't know.
Why
Okay.
not?
An 18 to hit.
Meets plus sneak attack because you're hidden.
27.
Okay. 27 points of damage as he is like blood is escaping from him everywhere.
And then I use my bonus action to hide, and as I move towards back to cover, I'm just and then I'm hidden.
No. You're taking all of my precious blood. Give it back. Okay. In your turn, he is going to throw another.
Oh wait.
What's up?
I forgot. No, I forgot to do something, but you can go ahead. It's fine.
Wump, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. All right, so I do get something special when.
You're very
okay,
special.
Thank you very much. I'll just need to know if it is charmed or frightened, which you'll tell me anyways. So it doesn't matter.
It's
wisdom
frightened.
Saving throw?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a fear ray.
Oh, 13. I'm scared.
You're frightened.
My god.
So, yeah, I didn't. All right. Sorry. Riorin, you're charmed. You like me.
Am I aware I'm charmed?
Get us out of here. Save me.
So I can't cast Greater Restoration on myself to uncharm myself. This is a semantics thing, but I am curious.
I don't know that you. Charmed can't be attacked, charm, or harmful.
You can decide whatever you want, because I have no idea, but that's just me asking. Logistically, could I do that?
Logistically, yes, you can do that.
I was literally about to be like, it's my first beholder, Casey. Let me
No, but we do
Well-
need to wrap up. So let's just get
Okay.
on.
I'm casting Greater Restoration on myself, so I'm no longer charmed then, please.
Okay, you are no longer
Thank
charmed.
you for generously allowing me to do that. And
That was your action.
yeah, that was my action. So I am actually just gonna move now. He's facing me right now.
Yes.
I don't want an opportunity attack.
You'd have to run by him for an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Well, it was not out of the realm of possibility. Down the stairs is 25 feet.
Okay.
I'm going. Okay. Oops. Right here.
Does anyone speak Undercommon?
No.
Paparina?
I rolled up this character today, so sure, I can. Yeah, why not?
Well, I just noticed that
I don't
one
know.
of your things was Undercommon oriented.
I speak
I've got
Vidalkin.
goblin and orc. But if you give me about 30 seconds to edit, then yes, I can speak Undercommon.
You guys watch as Dr. B. Holder kind of like fiddles inside of his pocket, and he pulls up like this like golden bracelet that has a single crystal inside of it. And as he kind of like pushes in on it, it has a particular like emanating sound, and you can tell that this is definitely pulling like crazy sorts of magic. But he starts speaking in Undercommon, and you hear, and he just it just disappears
verbatim?
into nothing.
He just disappears into nothing?
Phases
You
out.
know what? I'm
Spell?
fine with that. I'm
Just
fine with
dispel
that.
magic. Mm.
Yeah. Wait,
After
is it
about
a spell?
after about a minute, you wake
Wait.
up.
Wait, is it a spell?
Is it a spell? It was he used
he
a
did.
he used a magical item, but you're not close enough to counterspell if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that was what I was asking.
If
Oh,
only
oh.
the
Oh.
monk and the rogue could move.
So
Technically, when he put me asleep, was that charm? That was a charmed thing? Is that correct?
I will look into that in a moment. You probably had advantage against it. Is that what you're gonna say, or you couldn't be put to sleep?
Right. I was going to say I have immunity to being charmed, and if he is zapping away, would that potentially create an attack of opportunity? 'Cause I
It
thought
would
this
not
was
create an
something-
attack of opportunity because it's similar to Dimension Door.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
unless you had Warcaster, and then you could have.
I do have Warcaster.
Oh no, wait! It still doesn't provoke opportunity. It's
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say it's like
one of the two.
I could throw a spell up against him, but if it doesn't,
Yep.
if it doesn't, then it don't.
Yeah. Well, I'll look at the thing that was used, but anyway, So sorry guys, we went a little extra long on this one for the fun of the fight, but I think we'll continue some of this later, and this will be a fun thing that we could potentially revisit in the future. Dr. Holder decided to run away and not sacrifice himself for the good of his experiments. Guys, thanks for joining us on DM Saving Throw for this one shot and look into my homebrewed world of Iandria and one of the cities within. Thanks everybody for joining, and we'll be back next week for our regularly scheduled programming.
All right.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks for joining, guys. Love you guys. Bye bye.